A billionaire pretended to be asleep to test the honesty of his loyal chauffeur's teenage son, but what he witnessed left him frozen in disbelief. Before we begin, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. The garage smelled of polished leather and gasoline. Under the soft glow of the chandeliers, rows of exotic cars gleamed like jewels. Ferraris, Bentleys, Rolls-Royces, machines most people would only dream of. For William Ashford, a real estate tycoon worth billions, these weren't just cars. They were trophies of a life built on ruthless ambition. But tonight, one of them was bait. William lay back in the driver's seat of his prized Lamborghini, eyes closed, chest rising and falling in the rhythm of pretend sleep. He wasn't tired, he was testing. After decades of betrayal from so-called friends, crooked business partners, and even relatives who tried to cheat him, William had grown cynical. He believed everyone had a price. Everyone. But now, he wanted to know whether the young boy he'd seen hanging around his chauffeur had the same weakness. The garage door creaked open. Footsteps echoed. 14-year-old Daniel stepped in, clutching a worn notebook. His father, James, had been William's chauffeur for nearly 10 years. Always polite, always punctual, James was a man William trusted behind the wheel, but trust was dangerous. Tonight, William intended to see if James's son shared the same discipline. The keys dangled in the ignition. On the passenger seat sat a thick wallet, half open, with $100 bills peeking out. Daniel's eyes widened. For a poor boy whose father barely earned enough to cover rent, the sight was dazzling. He approached slowly, almost reverently. William, keeping his eyes half shut, watched his every move. Would he take the money? Would temptation win? Daniel picked up the wallet. William's heart thudded. But instead of pocketing the cash, the boy carefully set it aside, pulling a pen from his notebook. He scribbled something quickly on a scrap of paper and tucked it into the wallet before gently placing it back. Then he stepped back, staring at the Lamborghini with admiration but never touching the wheel. William, confused, finally sat up. "Boy," he said sharply. Daniel jumped. "Yes, sir. I didn't mean to." William held up the wallet. Inside was Daniel's note. "Sir, you left this open. I didn't touch your money. My dad says honesty keeps us rich in heart, even if we're poor in pocket." William froze. The words, simple but pure, struck him harder than any business deal ever had. Over the next weeks, curiosity gnawed at William. He began observing Daniel closely. He noticed the boy's love for engines, how he would linger near the cars, sketching parts in his notebook. One evening, William casually asked, "What are you always writing in there?" Daniel hesitated. "Just designs. For cars. Someday, I want to build one." William chuckled. "Build one? You think a boy like you can?" Daniel met his gaze without fear. "My dad says dreams don't cost money. Only hard work does." That answer lingered with William. But not everyone admired Daniel. Inside the company, William's arrogant nephew, Victor, loathed the chauffeur's son. Spoiled, entitled, and envious of anyone who earned William's respect, Victor mocked Daniel whenever he could. One afternoon, Victor sneered, "What are you doing here, street rat? These cars aren't toys for beggars." Daniel stayed silent. But William, watching from his office window, felt a simmering anger he hadn't felt in years. The tension escalated when Victor hatched a plan. Desperate to prove Daniel was just another thief, he planted a diamond-encrusted watch under the seat of the Rolls-Royce. Then he loudly accused Daniel of stealing it. Security guards cornered Daniel, who stood pale and trembling. "I didn't take it. I swear," he cried. Victor smirked. "Check his bag. You'll see." The guards dumped out Daniel's belongings. Notebooks, pencils, a few tools, but no watch. Victor's smirk faltered. Then William stepped in, holding up a tablet. "Looking for this?" he asked coldly. The screen showed crystal-clear footage from the garage cameras. Victor slipping the watch into the car himself. Gasps filled the room. "You little snake," William growled. "Trying to destroy an innocent boy?" Victor stammered. "Uncle, I was only..." "Enough," William roared. "You've shamed this family for the last time. Get out of my company. You're finished." Victor's face drained of color. The guards escorted him out, his cries echoing down the hall. Turning to Daniel, William's voice softened. "Son, I owe you an apology. You've shown more honor than most men twice your age. From this day forward, you're not just my chauffeur's boy. You're family." He announced then and there that Daniel's education would be fully funded, not just high school, but college, with a path toward engineering. Daniel's eyes widened in disbelief, tears welling up as he whispered, "Thank you, sir." James, his father, stood speechless, eyes glistening with pride. "Sir, I don't know how to repay you." William placed a hand on his shoulder. "You already have. You raised a son who reminded me that honesty still exists in this world." Years later, Daniel became one of the country's youngest automotive engineers, designing cutting-edge engines for the very company William built. But he never forgot the night in the garage, the wallet left in plain sight, and the choice that changed his life forever. And William? The billionaire who once doubted everyone finally found hope again, in the honesty of a boy who had nothing, but chose integrity over greed. If this story inspired you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who still believes in the power of honesty.